Welcome back to Dummy Boy Finance. I'm Dummy Boy. Right now I want to go over cryptocurrencies, specifically Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Ripple. So we just had news that the Senate approved the $1.9 trillion stimulus package. And the reason why the stimulus package is so beneficial to crypto is because the more money that keeps getting printed, the lower the US dollar value becomes. And that's just one of the reasons why crypto is so crucial right now. The second reason is we're getting to a point now where interest rates are slowly starting to climb back up. And now that we have more money being printed, we're gonna see a lot more inflation in the medium to long term overall. And so with that comes more demand for cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, like Ethereum, which will hedge you against that inflation that the US in specific is going to deal with in these next coming years. And so right now we're looking at Bitcoin over the Canadian dollar on the daily time frame, and there is a recent pattern that I want to go over here on Bitcoin, and that is this price action that we have seen in this pattern right here. And so anytime we were on support, we kind of stayed there for a little bit, and then we eventually made our way up to resistance, got rejected, came back down, same thing. We kind of just flirted with it here, stayed here for a little bit, made our way back up. And if you kind of just look at where we are right now, we've had a back test here and we've had a back test here, and it does look like we are starting to make our way back up. And so this is a very nice opportunity, in my opinion, to be accumulating something like Bitcoin, especially because of what's happening behind the scenes right now with the stimulus package, with inflation, with high interest rates, with these 10-year treasury bond yields. And so a lot of stuff is going on that kind of favors cryptocurrency in the short to medium term. And so if we're kind of looking at it on a technical basis, we're also sitting near a support level on a pattern that we've been trading in for quite a while. The second crypto I want to talk about here is Ethereum, which is my favorite play and the one that I have the most amount of exposure to. And so this one is Ethereum over the Canadian dollar on the daily time frame. And so right now, one thing I want to mention right here, we had our back test of this key level of support right here. And this was a key level of support because you could see it was a level of resistance on our first run up here in 2018. So we came here, we had great buying volume come back in, we held the line, but now we actually held a very critical line of support, which dates back to the beginning of this 2017 move. And so this has been a line that we have treated as resistance as well as support. And then recently we treated it as support. So that right there is extremely bullish price action right here. And don't worry about this line right here. This line I could take out for now. But right now we are looking for Ethereum now to make a move back up to 2,500. And so we got our confirmation right here that this crypto is about to make another move. It did have a back test on its 50 SMA. And so if we're kind of looking at it compared to Bitcoin, I believe Ethereum right now is a way better buy just off a technical basis. We know cryptos are going to do well. And if Bitcoin does well, by nature, Ethereum is going to do well. And if we're kind of looking on a technical basis, Bitcoin is well above all of its SMAs, so it could be considered overextended. However, Ethereum actually just back tested its 50 SMA and now trading above it. So this is actually a very bullish move, as well as a great opportunity, in my opinion, to squeeze out gains up until this point right here in 2,500. And so I zoomed this out a little bit to show you guys here on the weekly time frame what Ethereum looks like, and it looks a lot cleaner on the weekly. You can just see how nice this price action has been in this channel. We got rejected here, we came back down, we had a slight interaction with long-term support, and then we held our uptrend by holding support right here. And so if you're just a trader in general, you are looking for a price target here now of somewhere above 2,500. And so at that point, you as a trader are going to have to make a decision if you want to take profits off the table, or you believe Ethereum is going to go higher. And so if we can break above this level, back test this level, there is no overhead resistance at this point, as we are at all-time highs if we get to this point. And that would actually be a very bullish indication. And so if you could potentially be buying Ethereum right here, and we could see price action north of 2,500. And so for an investment, specifically for 2021, I think this is going to yield a really great return on your investment. And so I do believe crypto is going to be a very nice play for this year. I've mentioned it pretty much all year, and last year that this is going to be the year that crypto explodes. And so overall, what's happening with US equities, what's happening with interest, what's happening with inflation, and what's just happening in general with how the world is starting to move, cryptos are just looking like the best place to have your money right now. And off the charts, I definitely do think there is some money to be made in this specific investment. And this is just my humble opinion on the charts. I do think we are a very nice time to get into Ethereum, and we could squeeze it till at least 2,500 in the short term. And last but not least, I want to talk about Ripple over the Canadian dollar here on the weekly time frame. And Ripple actually presents a very nice opportunity in terms of risk reward, and I want to explain that right now. So if you are investing in cryptocurrency, I highly believe your money should be in Bitcoin and Ethereum as your top two, and that's about it. But if we're kind of just looking at XRP on a technical basis, we're looking at a lot of coins and a lot of crypto that has exploded, but XRP has yet to do so. We have not even passed our highs in 2018 yet on Ripple. And so that kind of just makes me think a little bit of what's going on here on Ripple. And so we know that there's a pending lawsuit on these guys, which is kind of keeping a lid on their price action. And so on a technical basis, we're actually trading in this triangle right here. And so if I just pull this out here onto the daily time frame, maybe it'll be a little bit clearer. So right now we are in this little triangle. So I do believe until about June, XRP will be trading sideways. You may get some moves here to about 72 cents. You may even get as low as 48 cents. But I do believe in general we will be trading in this pattern. And if we get a conclusion of that lawsuit anywhere near the end of May, beginning of June, I think that makes a beautiful catalyst for this to go crazy. And so the way I'm playing Ripple right now is I believe in the short term, Ethereum is going to yield a lot better gains. And if I feel that Ethereum is starting to get overextended, I will take my profits out from Ethereum and I will throw it into Ripple if we are still trading in this pattern and I start to see some nice movement. But until then, I don't think XRP is the investment you want to be in. Until we break this level of resistance on this triangle, we are bearish and neutral here on XRP. We do think they're going to trade sideways within this pattern for the next couple months. There you guys have it. That is our quick little update here on crypto. We had great news come out with the stimulus package and fears of inflation. So that is going to bode very well for cryptocurrency, and the charts are starting to reflect that. Ethereum, Bitcoin, buy, Ripple, wait on the sidelines till further notice. Other than that, if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like. We are on that road to 10K subs, so if you made it to this point, feel free to hit that subscription button. This is Dummy Boy Finance. I'm Dummy Boy, and I'll see you guys in the next one.